All right. Hey, how's everybody doing? Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you guys are. Anmol Singh here, co-founder here at livetraders.com. So you know what? I've been looking at Jared. I'm like, damn, Jared's been putting out videos, huh? Jared's been making all these trade reviews. Everybody's liking him. I'm like, these people are going to forget about me. Maybe I need to start doing some trade reviews too. So you know what? Let's do some trade reviews. I'm going to recap the week as a whole. Let's call it a week in review. All right. So I'm going to review all the trades that I took this week and, see how everything panned out. Overall, that's actually been a pretty good week. Been a pretty good week of trading for me. Not good in terms of opportunity. There was not a lot to do this week. There's not a lot of opportunity. There's not a lot of trades, right? Every day I came in, it was like one trade that made me the money, right? Every day I was coming in, taking one trade here, two trades there, one a day, two a day, one a day, two a day. So all throughout this week, all days I've taken like maybe one trade a day or two trades a day, sometimes three, but not a lot, And I've been patient, a lot patient this week, a lot of the choppiness in the market. So I've been pretty patient this week. And it's actually ended up being a pretty good week, in terms of R units. For those of you who don't know what R units is, you gotta go back and watch some of our other videos. Those of you who know what R units is will, probably get a good idea. It's been about a 9-hour week for me personally. Been a, good week. Not an amazing week, but I'll take that. So let's recap some trades, all right? What did I trade this week? My first trade of the week was on 14th, right? Today's the 18th. The first trade was the 14th, which was on Monday, which was WDC. So I traded WDC long, all right, on the 14th. Let's go back in time so I can review those. Man, I should have really done these trade reviews the days when I actually took the trade, but just been so freaking busy, with all the stuff that I've been involved with, and my book's coming out soon. So working with a publisher to get the book out, my other businesses that are running. So I've been managing that, managing live traders, managing my trading, managing my Forex account, managing the accounts. I manage money for a lot of people, so managing that. So it's been a pretty hectic week. I should have really done the trade reviews just like Jared was doing them. I'll try and do some of it that way, but let me just give you an idea of what I traded. So our first trade this week on Monday was WDC. You guys can see here WDC on that day on Monday had gapped up. This was a little resistance area. Stock's been oversold, and then the stock gaps up, right? Gaps up above $80. So when it gaps up above this blue line, where can it go to? That's the question I asked myself. So that day it could go to 21 EMA, and surprisingly enough, that's actually where it ended up stopping. So I saw this in the morning, green bar, red bar, a little move down, and suddenly this bar turns into a bottoming tail and comes right back up. So I took it long right here, right there. My entry on this one, as you guys can see, is about $81.12. $81.12 was where I got in. I put my stop loss at $80.80, which is right under here. All right, and I got out at 81.76, so which is 2R. So guys, here's the thing. My trading is very simple, okay? I do not believe in taking quick profits like half hour, 1 hour. I try not to raise my stop. Like recently I've been raising my stop loss a lot, but I try not to raise my stop loss, and my goal is simple. I try to get 2-to-1 on my trade. Simple as that, right? 2-to-1. I don't want 5-to-1. I don't want 10-to-1, although I secretly do want it. It's kind of hard to hold, till target. We're all human beings. So for me, I'll look to 2-to-1. So I got in here, put my stop loss there, and my target was 81.76, and you guys can see here, it triggered above this high, popped up higher, and bam, right there, I was out, 81.76. So as you can see, WDC actually ended up going much higher, right? It went much higher than, it went to like $83. Look at that, right? $83, and it went to, and I was out at 81.76, because that was 2-to-1 for me, right? Here's the thing. Here's my entry, and here's my stop loss. So this is what I'm risking. This little box is what I'm risking. So what I want to make is 2 of those boxes, right? I'm risking a box. I want to make 2 boxes. And that was my target. 81.76. I was out 2-to-1. I don't care if it went higher, because I got my target. So that was the trade on Monday, right? Made 2 hours on Monday. There was another stock I traded on Monday, which is PRGO, Perigo. But I broke even on it. I made like $50 on Perigo, so I'm not going to review that. WDC was a nice one, 2-to-1 trade, and I'm risking about $500 on that day, so about $1,000 trade there. But obviously, PRG I'm not going to review. It was break-even trade, $50. And all right, so let's move on to Tuesday. So that's Monday. That's the only thing I did. Then let's come to Tuesday. What did I trade on Tuesday? Let me take a look at my report. So on Tuesday, I traded VIPS. I lost $500 on that trade, which I lost, not won. Then I traded Apple. I made about $250 on that. Then I traded Apple again, made about $116 on that. So I'm not going to review those guys. Again, I'm going to try and do the reviews just like Jared was doing it every day, so I can review every single trade that I took. But right now, I gotta run. I gotta, some things to do. So I'm not gonna review the trades like Apple, where I made like $100. Doesn't matter. VIPS, I lost $500 on it. Maybe I should review that. Let's review that. I lost $500 on that. So, I guess it could be a good learning thing for you. So traded this on the 15th, and as you guys can see on the 15th, on this day, VIPS had gapped down. Right, it had gapped down. And I had went short the VIPS. Let's take a look here. On the 15th. 15th. Where is the freaking 15th? Alright, yeah, so 15th. VIPS short. I had shorted this thing at 932. Basically under the low of the day. Right here. Under the low of the day, I had shorted this trade right under $12, right, as you guys can see. Green bar, a little red bar, another narrow range bar. So, I already know the reason why I stopped out on this trade, because look at this. I was shorting it into support. What do I expect? Stop right? And that's exactly what happened. So, I'm not surprised. A lot of newer traders take a trade and they lose on it. They hit a stop loss. They're like, oh, market makers, HFTs, they blame everybody but themselves. Like, this trade didn't work, and I know exactly why. It was into support. What was I thinking? So I shorted it under $12. Alright, I put my stop loss at... I put my stop about 1230, which was basically right above this red bar. Alright, and it triggered me in. Right there. Hold on 1 second. Triggered me in. Boop. I'm in the trade. Drops down to 1180, and then suddenly, then I lowered my stop. Obviously, I lowered my stop to right up over here, and then it came back up. And it just took me out. So, trailed out of that. Lost about half hour on this trade. $500, no big deal. But I had another good trade. On that day, VRX, which was the moneymaker. VRX on the 15th. So on the 15th, what do we see, guys? On the 15th, right here. So what we see has VRX gapped up a few days ago. Had a strong move higher, all right? And then look what we see. These two tails. See that? These two tails right there. So on the next day, it was gapping above both the tails. See this green bar? Clearing all these tails, so it's gapping up. Where can it go to? Well, room to go higher into the next resistance area, right there. So I saw this on this 15th. Let me review the trade for you. This was a 2-hour trade, by the way, so you guys can learn something from this one. Right there. 15. Where are you? Right there. So simple trade. In the morning, I see it had a green bar, another bar which was green at one point, turned into a topping tail, and then look what happened. That area, which was the top of that topping tail right here, started to act as resistance. Look at these next bars. All right, look at the next bars here. Green bar, another red bar, another red bar. So what we have now, because of all these bars, is a range, right? We have a little box, a little range. So I said, all right, I'm going to play it long above here. Stop loss below there. Next bar, boom. I'm in. I entered this stock at 2148. Right over here, 2148 was my entry, and my stop loss was 2132, which is basically right under here. So 2132 was my stop, and my target was 2 hours, 2-to-1, which was 2180. So 2180 was my target, and look at this VRX that day. Boom. Came down, right? I raised my stop. Look at this. It went to 2163 and instantly put in a red bar. Came all the way back down below my entry, and I was like, damn it. I think I'm going to stop out on this trade. I think this trade is going to be like a stop loss or something. I was a little bit annoyed. and then literally the next bar it turned into a bottoming tail, green bar, and look, popped back up. So when it did that, I raised my stop loss from here till here, right there, and then I didn't need to do anything. Next bar, target hit, 2180, out, got my 2-to-1, good, nice, beautiful trade, took it and ran away, and that's it. Now I don't care. It went much higher, right? It went much higher that day. Look at, you can see that it went as high as $22.08 that day, but I could care less. You know, I was out at 2180, which was basically 2-to-1 for me, so I was out right there. So that was Tuesday. All right, Tuesday. So Monday so far 2-hour day, Tuesday so far 2-hour day. Let's go to Wednesday. And again, I apologize, I'm kind of rushing through this review, you know, but I wanted to make sure that you guys don't forget about me on YouTube, since Jared's been pumping out beautiful videos, by the way, right? It takes courage to, you know, record yourself trading live. I mean, I've done that in the past a lot, but it takes courage, you know. Not many people in the industry are willing to show you that. Not many people in the industry are willing to go over the losing trades with you, and I'm happy to do that. I mean, we just finished our mentorship in Miami, which was freaking awesome. So we had you know, traders coming in from all over the world. We had our event in Miami where me and Jared basically sat next to our students and traded live for a full 5 days, whole week, Monday to Friday. We sat next to them. I can watch them trade, they can watch me trade, and it's just a beautiful thing, you know. I actually really enjoyed that, and it reminds me of my old days when I used to trade at a prop firm in New York City. I was trading at a prop firm in New York City. I like that environment of the camaraderie. Nowadays, prop firms are junk. You know, people don't make money there. Everybody's a broker. Everybody makes money on commissions. They don't make money on fees. That's another thing you guys need to realize, all right? In this industry, do not trust prop firms, okay? Do not trust prop firms. Not all of them, but the ones that have a physical location, don't trust them, right? Because they're trying to attract you to join their firm, join my prop firm, join my trading desk, come trade with us live in our office. That's all BS, okay? Because they don't care if you make money or not. They make money as a broker. They charge you commission on every trade you take, so they could care less. But in those days when I used to trade at the prop firm, it was fun. I like the camaraderie environment, and you know, so that's something that we had in Miami when we hosted our event. We had our event in New York City. That was awesome too. You know, it's the first time I was doing like a live event where I was actually gonna trade, you know, like live in front of the people there. And it was really funny, New York City event. You know, I was trading and it was like freaking 10 people behind me. And I'm like, all right, okay, this is what you guys came here for, but I'm not used to this, but you know what, let's see how it goes. I was trading with them, everybody's standing behind me. And luckily I did really well that day. You know, I made like, I think over the mentorship, just on the 5 days, I was up like $4,000 or something. So that was freaking awesome. But yeah, trading live online versus trading live in real time is a very different thing. So let's go to Wednesday. So again, I apologize, I'm rushing through this review. I got a little phone call in about 30 minutes. I got a meeting, so I got to rush for that. So let's do the Wednesday. So I reviewed Monday, I reviewed Tuesday. Wednesday, I traded XRT, which was a break-even trade, lost like $83 on it. And Wednesday, I traded VRX again, lost about $70 on it. And then I traded XRT again, made about $1,600 on it. And then I traded Target, made about, you know, $500 on that. But I'm gonna review, let's see. I think I'm only gonna review one that day. I'm gonna review XRT. And I'm actually gonna review one mistake as well. So XRT, why did I wanna play it long on the 16th of May? Why? And there's so many stocks out there. Why would I wanna play XRT long? First of all, XRT is an ETF of the retail sector, which basically means I'm betting on the retail sector that day to go higher. Why would I bet on the retail sector? Well, look at this right here. This retail sector has been stuck in this range since Feb, March, April, May. I mean, it just can't get above this area, right? Can't get above it. And on that day, what did I notice? I noticed Target's gapping up, Macy's is gapping up, like pretty much every retail stock is gapping up. I was like, I don't want to bet on a retail stock. I don't know which one's going to go higher, Target, X, I don't know, right? All retail stocks are gapping up. So I said, you know what? Let's stay safe. If we are betting on the fact that the retail sector is going to go higher, but I'm unsure which stock is it going to be in the retail sector, let's just buy the sector as a whole and bet on that. So that's what I did. And also, the technical reason. Look at XRT. Where is it gapping up that day? It's gapping up right just enough to clear this resistance area that it's been struggling to clear since Feb, March, April, May, like literally what, 4 months, 3 months? It's not been able to get above there, and it finally gaps up. You gotta watch it long. So here's what I did. Pretty simple trade. Everybody in the room traded it. This is known as the 1 minute flash pattern. Those of you who've taken my strategy class, you know what a 1 minute flash pattern is. I'm not gonna go over it, but basically for all the YouTubers, 1 minute flash is basically like a breakout, opening range breakout. So I took it long right here. See this? Opens up, little topping tail, another topping tail, and then a green bar. So here's what I did. It's a pretty no-brainer trade. Long above here, stop below there. All right, enter above the high of the day, stop below the low of the day. Boom, I'm in, triggers in. My entry was 46.74 was my entry, right above the high. My stop loss was 46.60, right under the lows of the day. I got out at about 46.97. Pop, pop, pop. Right here. This was the easiest trade in the whole wide world. Why is this the easiest trade in the whole wide world? Well, it didn't even give me one red bar. Since I got in with just green, 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 and boom, target hit. So that's where I got out. A beautiful trade, got 2-1 on that. So yeah, so that was it. You know, when Monday 2R, Tuesday about 2R, Wednesday about 2R. So let's go to Thursday. Thursday, what did I do? I traded NTES. Only one stock, but I traded it twice. So on the first NTES, I lost about $1,000. Hate to say, but I lost about $1,000 on NTES the first trade. But then I traded it again, and I made $2,000, 2-1. That is the beauty of 2-1, guys. Because think about it. That's the beauty of 2-1. Because when you're losing on it, you're losing 1. When you're winning 2. Let's do the math here. Okay, let's just take an example. So let's say by that arithmetic, all right, I take 10 trades. So I take 10 trades. All right, let me pull up the calculator. Let me pull up 2 calculators, in fact. Right? One is better than 2. So let's pull up 2 calculators. All right, let me put those calculator up here. Oops. Hold on. Get another calculator right there. Okay. So, got 2 calculators. So let's say I take 10 trades and I lose 1 on it. What do you lose? 10. Now let's say you take, you know what? Scratch that. Let's start again. So we take a total of 100 trades. Total trades, 100. Now let's say I lose on 60 of them. So I take 100 trades and I lose 60% of my trades. I lost 60 trades in a row. All right, 60 into 1, 60. So now let's say that means I only win on 40 trades. So if I win on 40 trades, but I get 2-1 on those 40 trades, what do I make? 80. 80 minus the 60 that I lost, I still made 20. So that's why I like 2-1, guys. Because, I mean, you just did the math. I took 100, I lost on 60 of them. I not only won on 40 of them, but as long as I got 2-1 on those winners, I still ended up profitable. Let's do it another way. So let's, out of 100 trades, all right, I lose 65 trades. All right, so 65, I lost 1, and that leaves me with what? 100 minus 65 leaves me with 35 trades. But on those 35 trades, I made 2-1, 70. I'm still up 5. Do you guys see the math? Like, if you do 2-1, you can literally win just 35% of your trade. I mean, doesn't that blow your mind? Like, you can lose 65% of your trades and still end up freaking profitable. Still. Like, we did the poll in the room the other day. Let me do this. Let me show it to you. Because a lot of you guys don't freaking believe this. You guys can join the room and you guys will see. But I did this poll in the room. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the freaking poll? Poll. Let me see. I'll find it. Don't worry about that. So we do this poll in the room every day, where people can bet on like how they did. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know where I saved the image, but we do a poll in the room every single day, or not every day, but every week, and ask people, how did you guys do on this week, on this day? And you know what? People voted. I did a poll last week, which was, how are you doing overall this year, 2018 overall? 70% people made money. 70% people made money. 30% people are break-evenish this year, plus or minus a little bit. That says not a single person in the room was a losing trader this year. Not a single person. And yet, online, if you Google about day trading, they say 90% of day traders lose money. I don't know how and where they get their stats from, right? But clearly, they probably mean 90% of uneducated traders lose money. That's, I think, the real stat. 90% of uneducated traders lose money because guess what? 90% of them are interested in get-rich-quick scheme. And you know what? Here's the funny part. I did a research, and a lot of you guys don't know that I've been researching this, but I did a little study. All right, I published educational blog posts on our website, and I sent out emails with educational videos, educational blog posts. Guess what? 30% of those freaking people opened that email. 30% of the people opened that email, educational emails. 70% people did not open that email. And guess what? Next email I sent was about how to make X amount of money in X amount of days. 80% people opened that freaking email. What the fuck? This is why people lose money, guys, because they're not interested in education. They're interested in get-rich-quick scheme. I want to learn how to make $1 million in 5 days. I want to learn how to become freaking penny stock freaking millionaire. I want to... Man. Let's take a deep breath, because these people piss me off, you know? Like on Instagram, I get messages, binary options, this, Bitcoin, crypto, freaking BS, and none of them have even made a fucking dime. Broke-ass people trying to teach broke-ass people. Sorry. I don't get angry usually, but excuse my language. I didn't mean to say that, but yes, I freaking did. All right, so let's go to yesterday. Let's get back to the topic in hand. NTES. So I shorted this thing on the gap down day. So you guys can see on this day, this thing gap down, right? Gap down and looked like it's pretty weak. So I shorted it twice. Let's go with those trades. So first thing that I did was I shorted it right over here. You guys can see that, right? Red bar, green bar, little doji bar. So it's sort of like a 3-bar play, but more than 3-bar, like a 5-bar play. So I shorted it under here, put my stop loss above there, and look what happened. Next bar, boom, it drops down, triggers me in, goes down like 50 cents, then suddenly turns into a bottoming tail and comes right back up. And this bar stopped me out. I lost a full 1 hour on this trade, lost like $1,000 on this trade. I was risking a little too much. And then I got back in this trade. So I re-shorted this trade right under here, all right? And I put my stop loss back under here. So I was like, you know what? I got taken out, I got stopped out. This is a freaking scam, you know, I got stopped out. I'm gonna get back in because this is clearly a shakeout. It's gonna come back down. So I shorted it again here, put my stop there. And next bar finally worked. Drop, 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 drop. Look at that. Look at NTS, what a nice drop. So this one I got in at 247.50. I put my stop loss at 250 and 249.85, and then I got out at 243.04. So basically right there. Entry here, stop loss there, and then the exit on that was 243 right about there. So again, risking a box to make 2 boxes. Make sense? So that was the trade. Nice 2-hour trade. So I lost 1 on the first trade, made 2 on the other trade, ended the day plus 1 on that. So that's it, all I did. I mean, I didn't trade a lot. And that's where Jared and me are a little bit different. Jared's more active trader, right? He takes a lot of trades and he's pretty darn good at it. Takes a lot of trades. For me, I take like 2 trades a day, 1 trade a day, kind of like that, you know. So that was my NTES on, Thursday. And that's it, that's all I did. And today I did another 1 trade, I think, yeah. So today I did 1 trade as well. Just 1 trade today, which was the Boeing. So let's go with the trade. We can see here that the Boeing stock was clearing this little breakout pattern on the daily chart and getting above this resistance area. All right. So what I did is I saw this green bar, nice move up in Boeing, and I was like, damn it, I missed Boeing. I was like, shit, I missed the Boeing. It's just popping up. Look at that, green, green, green. And I waited. Put in red bar. Put in red bar. I'm like, all right. So it's trying to absorb supply from this resistance. That red bars confirm that it's absorbing supply. So I said, all right, if it comes back up and takes out the high of the day and fails this sell setup, that means the supply has been absorbed and it's good to enter long. So I called it long in the room, long above here, stop loss go down there. All right. and right here it triggered. Boom, I'm in. I was in at 346.88. My stop loss was 345.98, and look at this going. Just crazy, freaking crazy move. And that's it. I was out right here for target. Again, risking a box to make 2 boxes. Make sense? So that was a boring trade. Simple trade. Came in, got the target, made 2 R's, 2-1, and that's it. Done for the day. So to recap the week, Monday was about +2. Tuesday was about +2. Wednesday about +1. Right, actually 2.2 on this Tuesday. Wednesday was about +1, and Thursday was about this was also +2. Thursday was about +1, and then Friday today was about +2. So overall, all in all, about a 9-hour week. You know, about a 9-hour week overall, and I'll take that. I'll take that any day. All right. So that was my trade review. Little feedback on my own trade review. I think I rushed through this. You know, what do you guys think? Because I speak really fast sometimes, and I'm caffeinated. I've had like 2 coffees right now and 3 Diet Cokes. I know it's unhealthy. I know it. But I'm too caffeinated right now. So I think I rushed through this. Maybe I was a little bit fast. Give me some feedback, and I'm gonna try and do something like what Jared did. All right, with his trade recaps. So on that note, any questions, you guys can feel free to email me. My email is anmol@livetraders.com. Feel free to drop me an email. And yeah, so I gotta head out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the trade review. Next time, I'll have 1 less cup of coffee so I can explain my trades like Jared does really well. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Have a great one.